halls. Have you ever wondered what life was like for the very first humans? How did they live? What did they see? What did they think about? It's a mystery that seems locked away in the distant past. But what if I told you there's a secret window into their world? An ancient art gallery hidden in plain sight. Today, we're journeying back in time, tens of thousands of years, to uncover the stories told by some of humanity's earliest artists. We're talking about rock paintings, vibrant messages from our ancestors, painted on the walls of the caves they called home. These aren't just simple doodles. They are sophisticated, detailed records of a world teeming with life, danger, and beauty. And some of the most spectacular examples of this prehistoric art can be found right here in India. We're heading to the heart of the country, to the rugged landscapes of Madhya Pradesh and southern Uttar Pradesh. Here, nestled in ancient rock shelters, are galleries that have survived the ravages of time, preserving the visions of people who lived in a completely different world. Imagine stepping into one of these caves. The air is cool and still. As your eyes adjust to the dim light, the walls start to come alive. You see herds of animals, captured in mid-stride bison, tigers, elephants, rhinos, and deer, all depicted with a startling level of accuracy and skill. These weren't just random drawings. They were the work of keen observers. People who understood the anatomy and movement of the animals they shared their world with. The lines are confident, the forms are dynamic, and the colors, made from natural minerals, are still visible after millennia. Let's take a closer look at what these paintings actually show us. A huge number of them are of wild animals. We see powerful bulls, graceful deer, and formidable boars. Why so many animals? Well, for early humans, animals were everything. They were a source of food, a source of materials for clothing and tools, but also a source of constant danger. Life was a hunt, a daily struggle for survival. These paintings might have been a way to document the animals in their environment, perhaps as a sort of hunting manual, teaching younger generations what to look for and what to avoid. Some experts believe these paintings had a deeper, more spiritual meaning. Maybe painting an animal on a wall was a ritual, a way to capture its spirit or to ensure a successful hunt. Think about it. Before going out on a dangerous hunt for a massive bison, perhaps the hunters would gather in the cave and paint their intended prey. It could have been a way to mentally prepare, to build courage, or to ask for a blessing from the spirits of nature. The cave wall became a sacred canvas, connecting the human world with the spirit world. But it's not all just about animals. As we look closer, we find other stories unfolding. There are scenes of people hunting. You can see stick figure-like humans, armed with spears and bows and arrows, chasing after deer or other game. These scenes are action-packed. You can almost feel the tension and the excitement of the chase. They show us how early humans cooperated, hunting in groups to take down large prey. It gives us a real glimpse into their social dynamics and their survival strategies. And life wasn't just about hunting. There are also paintings that depict gathering activities. We see figures collecting fruit from trees or digging for roots. This is a crucial reminder that early human diets were varied. They were hunter-gatherers, relying on both the animals they could catch and the plants they could find. These scenes paint a more complete picture of their daily life, showing the division of labor and the different ways they secured their food. 2. Beyond survival. These paintings also reveal the beginnings of community and culture. We find scenes of dancing and celebration. Figures are shown holding hands, moving in circles, sometimes accompanied by a person playing a simple musical instrument. What were they celebrating? A successful hunt? A seasonal change? A birth or a wedding? We can only guess, but these images are powerful evidence that early humans had rich social lives. They weren't just mindless survival machines. They experienced joy, They formed bonds, and they expressed themselves through music and dance, just like we do today. The techniques they used were incredibly resourceful. The artists ground up different colored rocks and minerals to create their pigments. Red and yellow ochre, white from limestone, and black from charcoal were the primary colors in their palette. They mixed these mineral powders with water, or perhaps animal fat, to create a paint that would stick to the rough rock surface. They applied the paint using their fingers, or maybe brushes made from animal hair or plant fibers. The skill involved in creating these images, often on uneven vertical surfaces in poorly lit caves, is truly astounding. One of the most famous sites for these paintings is Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh. This UNESCO World Heritage Site has over 750 rock shelters, and hundreds of them are decorated with paintings, free. What's incredible about Bhimbetka is that the paintings span different time periods, layered one on top of another. It's like an ancient history book written on stone. The oldest paintings, from the Paleolithic era, are large figures of animals like bison and tigers. Later, in the Mesolithic period, the paintings become smaller and more dynamic, showing group hunts, dances, and social activities. In even later periods, we start to see horses and riders, indicating contact with more advanced cultures. These layers of art tell a story of evolution. They show us how life changed over thousands of years. The animals that were important changed, the tools they used changed, and their social structures became more complex, from solitary hunters to organized communities. The cave walls of Bhimbetka document the long and incredible journey of human development in this region. So, why did they do it? Why did these early people, whose lives were so focused on survival, dedicate so much time and effort to creating art? There's no single answer, and that's part of what makes it so fascinating. It was likely a combination of things. It was a way to record their lives, to teach the next generation, to perform rituals, to connect with the spiritual world, and simply to express their creativity. It shows us that the desire to create, to tell stories, and to leave a mark on the world is a fundamental part of what it means to be human. A drive that has been with us since the very dawn of our species. These rock paintings are not just relics of the past. They are a direct line of communication from our most distant ancestors. They whisper stories of their fears, their triumphs, and their view of the world. When we stand in front of these ancient images, we are standing exactly where they stood. We are seeing what they saw and, for a moment, connecting with a world that is almost unimaginably distant. It's a humbling and profound experience. They remind us that our own complex world, with all its technology and advancements, is built on the foundations laid by these early innovators and artists. They were the original storytellers, and their stories are still waiting to be discovered on the ancient stone walls of India as hidden caves. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this as fascinating as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the past. Let me know in the comments what you think these paintings mean. See you in the next video.